Able to hang on last night, and the special teams, as we talked about post-game, played a pretty big factor. Did anything in your evaluation of the game change after watching some tape?
No, not really. I mean, I think the first period alone, I think there was only about 3 minutes of 5-on-5 play, so it became quite the special teams battle, and we fought through it. We talked about creating momentum with our special teams before the game. We obviously didn't like Friday and Saturday of last week when it came to those two areas of our game, and the power play responded, and PK obviously, specifically that 7-minute when Sabi got tossed from the game, that was a game changer, because not only did we create momentum, we got a shorthanded goal. So that was big. I mean, obviously at 3-0, you're always, worried about a 3-0 lead. Just that's the way it is in hockey. They get one early, and then it's a hockey game, and that's exactly what happened. But I do like our resolve at 3-2. I thought we did a good job of playing on our toes and controlling the neutral zone. Did they get some zone time and some chances? Absolutely. I mean, most teams do when they're trailing by one. But overall, that was a good game. We talked prior to the game about cutting down on our high danger chances against. We did that. We've been giving up too many of those big chances, what we call the green area. And so overall, I thought we did a better job of that. So improvement last night, but again, got to turn the page to another challenge tonight.
You get another couple goals from Rourke Chartier, who's been excellent, and Max Cadet chipped in as well. And you had talked in the preseason about his offensive upside. Is he starting to come around? And what can a goal like that do for his confidence?
Yeah, it should. And, we met with him individually earlier in the week, and we talked specifically about that. At times, Max has got off to a good start. He, as a prospect, has come along tremendous here in the last year and a half and has got himself on the radar, as a 7th-round pick. That's fabulous. But at the same time, there's been nights and shifts where he's been what we like to call, we want you to be aggressive, but not reckless, and that's specifically the 5-on-5 play. So we thought he was better in that last night, and he contributed with a power play goal. So that's what we want from him. When you're anchoring one of the power play units, you can get your cookies, so to speak, on the power play if the power play's working. And last night, nice shot with some traffic in front, a little bit of a slide screen there, and consequently he got his first of the year. And he's a player that with power play time should be, come March, April, should be in that 25-30 pound range, hopefully.
A couple newcomers in the lineup, Conacher and Castles last night. After you reviewed the tape, what did you think of their games?
Typical veteran performance. Castles obviously we have a lot of history with, and although he struggled last night on face-offs, when you look at the numbers this morning, he just got a presence about him. Really helps the PK out, and you can play him on that third line, fourth line. He just a real good role player, and I think he's going to be great for the kids. With that big leadership changeover. And what can you say about Conacher? I think we've certainly had some luck here in the last few years, getting guys from the Toronto area off their couches, working on those elderly legs, so to speak, with the Stu Percy's goal aboves and our boy Frankie Corrado there from TSN. So we've had some success in that area. He contributes with an assist, great puck skills, good hockey IQ, and it's just going to take a little bit of time with those elderly legs of his. But nice crossbar as well on the 5-on-3. So not too worried about him. I think he's going to be a good addition.
How about Matt Sogard's performance? Seemed real steady, at least through the first 40 minutes. And how does that kind of set things up for tonight?
Yeah, I thought Sogi was excellent, and we talked a lot about him now that he's healthy. Now the next step is becoming the go-to guy, much like what we're seeing in Rochester with their prospect, with Lucan in there. He's a little bit older than Sogard, maybe a year difference in the turning pro, but now Sogi's got to get some rhythm going here and become that backstop for us. Critique him a little bit. I thought the rebound control could be better last night. His puck play, creating some D-zone coverage time just because of, not getting the puck on the D tape. But overall, performance was excellent and made some big saves, which is what you want from your goaltender.
What does the lineup look like tonight?
Yeah, we're going identical to last night. Sogard's going to start again. We got to get him into some rhythm. Obviously, big rivalry, first game, first place team, $9 million payroll coming in. A great challenge for the boys tonight.
Let's talk about maybe what to expect from a game plan perspective from Toronto. You'd said last night that things hadn't changed much, so do we expect a high-paced transition and lots of offense?
Yeah, nothing's changed. They've been playing the same way for 4 or 5 years. Looks like we might have to shut down an old friend who's off to a great start in Logan Shaw, but overall, still transition, smaller, skilled team. We've got to play north. We've got to play physical. We've got to get on the forecheck. If you're not going to play physical against Toronto Marlies, specifically with their smallest skilled defensemen, then they're going to be able to transition. So that's going to be a huge key for us tonight. I think it's an area that we can continue to grow at and get better at. We're not quite there like last year's team with that identity, but we're going to build that, and we're going to start with that tonight.
And how do you, balance that physicality with discipline? Because it's no secret that the Belleville Sens are the most penalized team in the league.
Yeah, I think it is a situation where there is a fine line between the discipline and being that team that's tough to play against. And obviously 12 minors in 2 games is not ideal, and we can't blame it all on the officiating. We've got to take ownership in that as well, not only as a coaching staff but as our players. But I thought there was a little some harsh calls last night again. But again, when it's up to 8, that's too many. But at the end of the day, it was 8-7 last night. We're not looking at 8 for us and 2 for them type of thing. It was pretty well balanced in terms of the number of calls, and consequently a lot of special teams last night.
And we'll see what tonight brings. We're looking forward to it. Thanks, Coach.
Okay, thanks very much.